Guys, welcome back to another Vanguard Dear Days to fight on the 3 a.m. Vanguard channel, and this is a special one, right? A special one for it to be one. We're at the last quick start deck, so I'll wait for that, or the last one I'm gonna be playing. 2. This is my favorite quick start deck out of all the strongest. Probably the strongest one with the most ability, most things that you could do. We're actually going to get into this deck pretty in depth. I like this deck a lot. And third, we have a special guest on the channel with us. My lovely husband.
You guys.
So it's a special episode, alright, and we're gonna have a good time. I'm going to explain Vanguard to all the newcomers and show my husband that Vanguard is cool, okay? It's worth playing, and it's not a waste of money, and you shouldn't be mad when I play it, alright? So, with that done, one more thing. If you guys like these videos, you guys want to support these videos, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to make a community of people who love Dear Days 2, who love Vanguard, trying to teach people Vanguard, bring people into the community. So whatever it is, just show some support, throw some love to the channel. I really appreciate it. And with that, let's get into the deck. Alright, so this is the deck right here. And there's a lot to go over because these pieces, they have special synergies with one another that you kind of have to explain. Like looking at them, of course you can just look at the cards and be like, cool, that's what that one does, but you have to know how the whole deck functions in order to explain this deck. And what I say, this is a good deck for newcomers. I mean, it's a quick start deck, so yeah. And if you like more tricky and complicated strategies, I would go for this. If you're that type of person, like that style of playing, and you like more, I don't know, this deck can go any which way. If you want to build it straight up from the box, quick start deck, you can do that. If you want to build it like super aggressive, go for an order build, you can do that. If you want to build it, my way is preferred, is more defensive, so you can live a lot longer, you can do that as well, and it's great at all, and it excels. So this is the deck. It's Cristianos, alright, Marine General of the Great Sea, Cristianos. Look at that boy. Green hair. The sword is cool. It's a nice touch. Alright, so we're gonna get into his ability. Of course, he has the same ability as all the quick start decks. Counterblast 1, Search himself, or Persona Ride. And Persona Ride is really important in this deck because it helps with the power and just pushing through with your opponent, and it's just a great thing that it can search itself and pretty much do it infinitely. That's the combo that we're going for, an infinite Persona Ride combo. But his unique skill is Energy Blast 4. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Choose up to 2 grade 3 or less units from your drop and call them to rearguard circle. Yeah, so you're calling things from your drop, you're milling your deck. It sounds broken, and it is. It's as broken as it sounds. It's a shame that it can't do it in the battle phase, but its rear guards cover up for those other weaknesses that the Vanguard may have. So this is like the second Vanguard that doesn't create a 4th attack on its own, and instead it relies on its rear guards to create those extra attacks for it. But that skill in itself, just being able to mill 2 off of your deck and then call 2 out of your drop zone, is so powerful. Like, you pretty much have access to your entire deck, right? As much as you mill, and milling, for those who don't know, means like just putting cards from your deck into your drop zone. So, like, you know what a graveyard is in Yu-Gi-Oh? That's what the drop zone is in Vanguard. Yeah, same exact thing. So things are coming back from the drop, and yeah, pretty much as Vanguard says, you have access to your whole deck. As much as you can build is as much as you can call. So we're taking full advantage of that with our real cards. Time to get to the grade 2. Okay, anyway.
Oh,
You like this one? Yeah, Banana Dragon. This is the grade 2 of the ride line, Variety Feast Dragon. So when this is rode upon by a grade 3 card with Cristianos' card name, choose one card, choose a grade 1 or less card from your drop, and you may call it to rearguard circle. So it's just very simple, just call a card from the drop. And pretty much by the time we ride onto Cristianos, we're expecting to fill up our whole board with just cards from our drop. And the cards in our hand, we can just use for defense or whatever else that we're missing. He's a cute little dragon, and we're just playing the standard Cristianos ride line because it's pretty good. And the grade 1 of the ride line is this card. Like, yeah,
things are very sleek on.
Art and Vanguard goes hard. Knowledge Seeking Fairy Straw Era. And this unit is rode upon by Variety Feast Dragon. Draw 2 cards, choose 2 cards from your hand, and discard them. So you're not really plussing, but it's like another mulligan in the middle of your grade 1. You just see 2 new cards and pull up your drop zone for the Cristianos effect and other effects that you're gonna have. So that's our ride line, and our grade 0 is this little cadet guy. So now I'm just going to talk about the important parts, the important pieces of this deck, which you will always see because you're milling so much from your deck. You're pretty much going to see every single piece of your deck, and I can't emphasize that enough, and it's really important. So this is our grade 3 partner playing it in this deck, Connection Hunter Severin. So this ability reads, this unit is placed on drop. Your Vanguard is a grade 3 Cristianos in its card name. Until end of turn, you may have this unit get plus 10k. So when Cristianos uses its ability to call it from the drop, it gets plus 10k, so 23k base. Also a ride, that's 33k. And guess what it's doing? It's standing, right? It's standing up. So this is our 4th attack enabler. Sometimes a 5th attack, you can kind of cheese 2 Cristianos into the soul by the time you put Severin on the board. But when this unit attacks, Soul Blast 1. If you Soul Blast the Cristianos and Cristianos is stand, you stand this card at the end of its attack. So usually I go with this unboosted because it's going to be at 23k by itself, or 33k by itself on this one ride. Soul Blast out the Cristianos, it stands, then attack with the Cristianos. Like, oh my god, like, I love doing that. It makes my heart tingle, honestly. It's one of the best grade 3 partners out of the quick start deck. This is another piece of Cristiano support. Ooh, let me go back. Fast. Another piece of Cristiano support. It's really, really good, really, really important. Very simple though. When it's called from the drop zone to the rearguard circle, it gains 10,000 power. So it's a 20k base, 20k base rear guard on grade 3. It's really good. 30k on Persona Ride, which we'll always have. I can't emphasize that enough. And it's just nice. So this is one of the Dual Nation cards. This card allows us to mill the top part of our deck. Either discard it, right? Put it to our hand or whatever. Counter Blast 1. And we choose a card from our drop, put it into our hand, or we choose an order from our drop, put it into our hand, or we choose grade 2 from our drop and call it order. So it's just extra milling, extra calling from the drop zone, just a really good card that you want to see. But its ability only works from the hand and not from the drop. So this is one of our MVPs, Sincere Confectioner Viola. So this is the heart and soul of our deck. This is the MVP. When this card is placed on rearguard circle, Soul Blast 1, search your deck for up to 1 flowering shop. Put it to your order zone and shuffle the deck. When this unit is put on Guardian Circle, rearguard circle, by the ability of the flowering sweet shop in your order zone, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield in that battle. So with this and the order that's associated with this, it's called the hostage package. It's called the hostage package because the order allows you to use things from your rear guard circles in order to guard, right? When usually it's only things with intercepts can guard. Now you can take your grade 3s and guard with them. You can take your grade 1s and guard with them. Like anything on the board is available to you. So yeah, when this unit is attacked, choose one of your rear guards not being attacked. Move it to Guardian Circle. It's continuous. When this unit would be retired, it's bound instead. So you lose it for the Cristianos, but this is just like a really nasty play because our 4 PGs turn into 8 PGs. So we can PG from our hand and then call that same PG from the drop zone to a circle and then use that PG again with the order. So our defense is perfect. We have perfect defense, and our offense is also perfect because if you get rid of our units, we're just going to call them from the drop. Like, it doesn't matter. We're just going to get them back again, and they're going to have tons of power because we're going to Persona ride every single turn. So it's a really nasty loot that Cristianos can do. Another key piece of Cristiano support, the Happy Noble Fairy Void. And in the drop, like you guys saw earlier, if you guys remember those earlier videos, those grade 1s that would call themselves from the drop, if the grade 3 from the quick start deck is on the Vanguard circle, this is the same thing. But his other ability is really, really good. At the end of this battle, this unit boosted a grade 3 unit with Severin in its card name. Choose any number of cards from your drop, 3 grades, other than heal or over trigger. If you choose 3 or more cards, return them to the deck, shuffle it, put this unit into your soul. So we can return Cristianos, a trigger, and a PG. And we can do that every turn. Persona Ride, call it out, Soul Blast it, Persona Ride, call it out, Soul Blast it. Like, it's an infinite loop. It's pretty nasty. And you're going to be in these games for an hour because you're just frustrating your opponent with continual advantage from the drop. I wish there was more like people like him. There used to be a whole clan of grass sword people. Yeah, but that was old Vanguard. That was fun. But he's still here, you know, Blander throwing it down. Conceding. Yeah. He's really powerful too. So when I place him from the hand, he looks at the top 5 cards from my deck, he mills 1, so he puts 1 into the drop zone, and I get it. So it's like, oh, am I going to need this for this turn? Do I need it now? It's really good. And then if I have 10 or more cards in the drop zone, it gets 10,000 power. So this becomes an 18k. So it's a really good card. Really broken. And so with that, that's pretty much the deck profile. And just the other cards we're playing Twin Cast. I think it's important that you play Twin Cast in this deck because you're milling so much, and Cristianos mill is not selective, it's random. So you can randomly mill your Regulus piece and never use it again. But Twin Cast allows us to use it from the drop. It's pretty much the deck profile. It was longer than most of the quick start deck profiles, but I really, really like this deck. I can't emphasize this enough. And the game I'm going to show you guys is super hype. Super duper hype. Got it in the first try. This is the first quick start deck where I had a good video. Like, number 1, like I didn't have to play it again, even though I would love to play this deck again. I will. I didn't have to play it again to look for like a good fight. Like, this fight was perfect. So I hope you guys enjoy it. My husband enjoys it. And see you guys there. Alright, so welcome to the fight. Like I said, like I promised, this is going to be a really doozy of a fight, and it already starts off with a mystery. Who are we fighting? I hate it when Dear Days does this, because the picture of the person, of whoever they choose, gives me a little hint about what deck I'm about to play, and gives me a little, like, preparedness, gives me a little bit prepared about what I'm about to play, just based on the assumption of who it is. But if I don't know who it is, it's just like, I'm scared. Right? It could be anyone. Be anything. I don't know, but this was a really interesting one, and we're playing against Megan. So in my head, I'm like, okay, the new DLC came out, could be Magnolia. I don't know. Honestly, in this moment I don't remember, but the name was interesting. Oh, it's Estacion. Okay, so I played against Estacion before. It kicked my ass, to be honest. Bastion's pretty good. But we went first. We ride up to our grade 1. We ditch the noble fairies. So when we get to our grade 3, it's gonna immediately come out of the drop zone, help fill our board, and just become a really good pressing piece for our. Right now, our opponent is planning on rushing us down. Bastion is a really, really proficient plant token deck. I'm looking to guard some of these attacks because I really don't like taking a lot of damage early with this deck. I feel like if I take a lot of damage, then I'm on the back foot. And I'm playing a really defensive deck, so I want to play defense all the time. But these were good pieces to have in my hand. And as you can see in the early turns, you're not going to have a lot of cards because the draw 2, discard 2 is really good, but it doesn't flush you like a lot of the ride lines do. So I have the same cards in hand as I did before, and I need to call units. I need to do something like to mitigate some of this damage that I'm taking and just even the playing field. But we call up the grade 2 that gets the order, but we already have the order in our hand, which is pretty unfortunate. It would have been nice to get it out the deck, some cards a bit, but that's whatever. And we have Philander. So Philander sends the Maple. We have another Philander. We just go full Philander on them. We only have one card in our hand, but that doesn't mean our defense is bad. Because any of these cards on the field are now defensive pieces. And we attack his plant token because when he goes to grade 2, he's going to get a gauge. He's going to get that rose gauge or whatever. He's going to be able to suck up that plant token, get a draw, get some power. And I just want to cut that off early. Like just completely cut it out. So we get a crit, good for us. And we're going to hit him with 2 damage. Right? And he's taking my strategy now. He's trying to guard early. But he gets a heal. That's funny that his name is Never Heals because he did not heal. He's in fact right. He never healed. So our defense is looking, to the untrained eye, our defense is looking shabby. Like you can just rush me down, destroy me right here, probably kill me right here. But I have to deal with my first. I have an interceptor. I basically have 2 interceptors and 2 15k guards. So I'm good. I'm not gonna be beaten too ridiculously. And he uses those order cards, which is like, I think I don't even know what connection this has to the Virgil guy, but he's in the manga. He has his own order. I think it looks pretty cool. It has some dragons on it. I don't know. I just wish that I wasn't so greedy and this deck came out with set 8 stuff. Like, paying $20. Why do I have to pay another like 10, $20 to get this? You know what I mean? But anyway, like I said, he's drawing cards with the gauge. He's not powering up yet. He has to be on grade 3. But drawing cards with the gauge. He's calling out more plant tokens. His board is nearly full, and that was full. He makes a mistake here. I think so. He makes a mistake here by using that ability because his board was good. He didn't really have to call anything out and overcall that dragon, but it does have an effect in the drop zone that is pretty nice. If I just decided not to give him any damage, then his grade 3 turn would have been pretty bad. But that's not how this goes. I'm attacking him. So he's trying to take out my grade 2 because he knows if I choose it with the order, which I was planning on doing, I would have a 10k guard instead of just a 5k guard. But he took it out, and I'm fine taking 1 more damage. That's whatever. 3 damage is cool with me, and I would have liked to see that card. That's fine. We got Flanders. Never mind. We don't have Flander. We threw Flander away. So we're riding again. We ride on the Cristianos, and you guys just see how it all just pops up from the drop zone. Everything gets revived. So the thing we did for our ride phase in our grade 1 turn is coming back. The dragon is calling a Flander. Board is full. That was 2 cards. That was 2 cards that we called out from the drop zone for nothing. And now we're getting a Cristianos. This Vanguard does too much. Out of all the Vanguards, I feel like Cristianos just does so much. and our mills are pretty good, but we're just gonna go with the we're gonna go with some defense. We can't get our fourth attack yet. We haven't Persona Road, and there's no Cristianos in this soul. So there's no point in bringing out our Severin yet. We're gonna let Severin chill, right? We haven't called on him yet, right? He's on call, he's on break, he's with his family right now. They're chilling in the drop, but we'll call him out when we need to. So I don't even know why I do that. I think I just soul blasted out just to use it, like just in case. Use it. Put it in the drop zone for utilities. That's Cristiano's middle name, utility. And that's just what I love about the deck. So we drive check our front trigger, which is great because we attack with our Vanguard first and our PG, so that's more defense for our turn. But thanks to him, my thought of binding it, I was able to recycle the Flowering Shop card and use it from the drop zone and keep that extra defense anyway. So he's guarding. He doesn't want to go to 4 damage, but our columns are pretty powerful. Like this is our 48k column. We have him at 4 damage. In our hand, again, looking sparse, but field is destructive. We already have 10 cards in the drop zone for the Landers, so we have 18k boosters on our turn. Next turn, we're gonna get 4 attacks. So he needs to do something to break it. So I use this turn. Cristiano is a really good deck. Like I said, it can do a lot. It is a really complete deck. So it calls out a dragon. It sucks up those plant tokens for the draw. And I think for like every 2 tokens, you get 2,000 power or some shit. Like I don't know. But like I said, he's using up his counterblast a lot, but he's doing a lot with them. He's pulling this out, which can also pull a plant token, call us up for the drop. It's just, bro, every deck just be treated well. His board's looking pretty shabby. He can get 4 attacks too, and his 4 attacks are easier to get than mine. You just guard that, because this is an easy guard. You can always call that out from the top. Okay, so he's deciding on what's going to be able to do. And I think he can also call something out from the drop. So we have that rivalry. What's better? Who's better at calling things out from the drop zone? Hear you. I think it's Cristianos. I'll put my money on Cristianos every goddamn game. Right? Like, he attacks, he become pretty threatening. Alright? I think this is going to get a crit. I'm going to get a crit. So, I really have to guard it. You guys grab that PG. So, I use the order finally to have an extra guard and make this a 2 to pass. Like, I'm always punished by the 1 to pass. I don't know why did I do that? So basically, he just broke my guard. Even though I guarded it, I didn't guard enough. And I'm always, I should just remember not to do that. I'm always punished by the 1 to pass. Always be the 1 to pass. So now I could lose. So everything I said about Cristianos could be a lie. Could have been lying to you guys the entire video. That's how Vanguard is. One mistake could kill you. Could decide to fake. It's our PG. We only have 1 card in our hand. It's on the ride. We have 5 damage. That trigger was pretty devastating. Checking that trigger was pretty devastating. We draw 2 critical triggers. Like, if this was any other deck, in that situation, right? But thankfully, it's Cristianos, the man, the myth, the legend, Cristianos, the best quick start deck. You can just call it out from the drop. Like, it doesn't even matter how many cards are in the hand or not. So I had the choice. I could have gone a more defensive play, which would have been calling out my PG and calling out whatever else. No. Instead, I went for an aggressive, because he's got 4 damage. He has 9 cards in his hand. These attacks are going to, every attack is asking for cards, right? What are the chances that he doesn't just have a whole bunch of cards in his hand? I can just destroy him right now. So I use the Severin, see how Severin works. He gives Cristianos 5k, like, just throws him a free 5K. Whatever, that's not good. You know what I mean? They've known each other for a while. So anyway, so the dragon has a defensive ability, which is good, and the Severance stands like he's standing up for him again, like he's always gonna ride for him. Bro, whatever. Anyway, Cristiano goes in, he leads the pack, and this is the perfect formation. This is pretty much the perfect formation that you're gonna want to have. You get to achieve it every single turn. We love that. Marriage, life, Vanguard. All right. Anyway, so we check the heel, which is great for us, and we check the front. So now our columns are 58K for super hard to guard. Can he guard this one? He has 6 cards in his hand. He's gonna have to give up a lot. He's gonna have to give up that dragon. Everything. And yep, technically pass. Can we end it here? Yeah, I think we end it here. It's over. Game's done. It's video. Whoa. Oh, you perfect guards. We survived. Grade 1, it boosted Severance, so now we're putting back our PG, recycling it, putting back the Cristianos. We already went to the right deck, and it's going to the soul. And we put back the front just to check it, like for one of the damages, just to get a little extra power, just squeeze in a little extra power. He final turns us. So you guys know what that means. All right. If he can't win this turn, he can never play Vanguard ever again. He's banned from Vanguard, and that's an actual official rule. So if you final turn someone and you don't, and it's not the actual final turn, like you don't win that turn, then you have to fight it. You have to give them one of your deck. So I love that it's a feature in this game. Anyway, so look, dude, it is starting to look like the final turn. Look at his call. But he sucks them in for more power, and he can just call things out from the drop and just do whatever else he calls that. And I don't even know what he did with that. He kind of just wasted some energy. He uses the order card, which, like, I knew it was in his hand. He calls out another statue in the top 5 or top 7. It search was bad, but you know, it has 38K, right? And that's without being boosted. So I'm in trouble. He calls the default clone, full blast again, and he's gonna be able to get 5 attacks on this turn. That's a crazy number. He's gonna be able to get 5 attacks. He can call out the dragon when the Estacion attacks. He can call out the dragon. And then he made a slight mistake, but we all make mistakes. He can call out the dragon that gets the plant token, and the plant token gives you the attack. So he goes unboosted with a 35K. He should have just went boosted all the attacks. I'm just checking how many cards it's gonna take to guard it, and it's gonna take quite a lot of cards, and I have to guard 5 attacks this turn. So I just take the attack. Hope it's an over trigger. It's not an over trigger. So but yeah, I lied to you guys. Estacion kicks my ass, but I like Cristianos is one of the best decks. No, we're not over. It's not over yet. We're still in it. So we guard the second attack, and pretty much we can use the bind order to guard, but it won't make a difference. Like 5K of difference, it is not going to be good. So like I said, he goes for the 5 attack play. His token is 3,000 power, and he's going to gain power off the order card that he just used. He decided not to use it, and I'm being punished for not doing that defensive play. Like I said earlier, I'm being punished for it, and I go for the dreaded 1 to pass. No, I go for the 2 to pass. Never mind. I learn from my mistakes. I go for the 2 to pass, and he gets order. He doesn't do it. Oh my god, that was so lucky. But we got 2 more attacks to contend with, and we only have 1 card that has shield. Like, there's nothing that we can do at this point. We only have 1 card to guard. And he has 2 more attacks. The only thing that can save me now is trigger. And I know on this channel I usually think that, and it never happens. Never does happen. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do on this one. But it was still a good game. It was still a good game. I don't know. That's our only hope. We're not gonna order it. We're not gonna do anything. And we get the hill because we're just the best. Because we're just the best. And that's what this deck does. You see how much we're milling? You see how much we're milling? Like, of course we're gonna get the heal. We've been barely checking heals all game. We've been milling the cards, and we haven't been milling triggers. So what else is gonna be in the deck? Boom. Boom. Cristianos is the best. Persona Ride. I tried the final turn in, but I waited. I missed the window. I missed the final turn window, but the spirit of final turn is here. So our Maple is coming back. It's gonna come back every turn. The Severing the Severing booster comes back every turn, but the Severing comes back every turn too. It's like, bro, Cristianos, I missed you. Where you been? Where you been at? Like it's been popping, bro. Like I've been in the drop zone just chilling, waiting. Like I got you, bro. I got you, and your girl too. Come through to the battle. Anyway, so it's gaining 3K. Our formation is set again. Like that's what I said. That consistency. We have another 4 attacks on this 5 damage, and these are really powerful, big ass attacks. So is he gonna take it? No, he's not gonna take this one. He's gonna guard this one, but he has no energy. He can't draw. He has nothing. He has no counterblast, no energy. He has no resources. He's about to have no hand. We go in with the 56k column, and we get the over trigger to like an over. It's just the best deck of all time. How could you not get it? How could you not get it at this point? Like all your meta decks, every single meta deck, bad. Cristianos, good. Nah, I'm just playing. So that was the game, and my opponent did get cheesed at the end. I'm not gonna lie. He did get kind of Vanguard. Sometimes Vanguard happens to you. Sometimes Vanguard happens to your opponent. That's what I like to do. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That was a great game. That was a really fun, funny game, a frustrating game. I'm sure for someone, but it was fun. It was a fun one. I liked it. Cristianos, best deck, best quick start deck. I will ride my Cristianos. So, you guys, enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah.